Captain Taylor. Very good.
We'll next call the case of the state versus Sebastian Taylor. It's case 26 CM 1649. Appearances, please.
Sam Smith for the state. Mr. Taylor appears in person in custody by attorney Luke Vagley.
But I don't need an attorney.
Okay. Well, you're not required to have him, but
Thank you.
he's
Do you want my help?
No, I don't.
No? Are you sure?
No.
okay. Well, let's
I'm a
talk.
secured party creditor.
So I don't speak sovereign, so
Not Donna.
okay. Well, you're welcome to have Mr. Vagley help you here today or not. It's up to you.
I have a question. You're in the third lane, right here. There's three lanes. There's the bus lane, the red one. You know, everybody has that.
Mr. Taylor, this
And
is
you're
my
driving.
number, please.
Wait, he's slipped me.
Stop
for a second.
My advice to you is
He's
do not
letting me
do this.
talk. Okay. There's three lanes. Two, the bus lane. Kelly's Market's right there. I'm going to Kelly's Market. I gotta cross over that lane to get there. How do you not do that?
Well, I don't know. And I don't know what that has to do with the case just yet because I didn't get quite that far.
Okay.
But let's just make sure that Mr. Taylor has a copy of the complaint. Looks like he's holding that in his hand. Mr. Taylor, is the address on Luann Lane the best one to use for you for mail?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you. So I should just find out, do we know whether he would qualify for a public defender if he wanted it?
I have no information on that.
Okay. So he's here and he'll help you today if you want that. If you want to represent yourself, that's your right. I have no problems with
I
that.
Mr. Taylor, I'm happy to help you if you want to represent yourself.
I know that you guys just get people into more in time, and I didn't do anything wrong here, so I feel that I can help myself.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not going to try to talk you into or out of anything, but a person who's innocent is probably a person who even more needs a lawyer to help represent their interests in a lot of ways. But we'll sort through that. If at some point you change your mind, he'll be here. And you always are free to hire a lawyer later on or get in touch with the public defender's office. Not a problem. State of a position regarding bail on this?
Signature bond and the standard conditions.
It's resisting.
Yes.
I feel that it should be thrown out.
Okay. And is that a motion to dismiss the complaint? And if so, what are the grounds?
I had to go to Kelly's Market, it all standard from me crossing that bus thing or whatever. But how am I supposed to get there if I don't go over it? It's right there. I'm in these lanes, but it's right there. I gotta go over that to get to Kelly's Market.
Okay.
And I felt that the officer was a little hot-headed. He was kind of nice at the end, but it didn't have to go on like that.
All right. And I suppose both parties have access to the complaint. The complaint suggests that he was originally pulled over for driving in a restricted lane and for speeding. So I get why that's sort of...
And he didn't cite me for speeding either, so...
Great. Okay, but what's charged in the complaint is what's alleged to have happened after all that. But state of anything more it wants to add regarding bail?
Not regarding bail. If you need me to respond to if there's a formal probable cause challenge to the complaint, I'm happy to respond, but nothing more to add in regards to bail.
Okay. And Mr. Taylor, did you want to add anything regarding either bail or your request that the complaint be dismissed?
I just request us dismissed. I guess she was a little hot-headed, and I guess I was too, but how am I supposed to get over to Kelly's Market through that bus thing? Can somebody tell me that? I mean, there's two lanes, the bus. I'm going that way to Kelly's Market. Is there another way I'm supposed to do it? Honestly.
Well, so for today's purposes, I'm more concerned about what's alleged to have happened after you were stopped. And I don't want you to necessarily say anything about that because I don't want you to say something that could get used against you later on.
I know, but that wouldn't happen if I didn't cross over that. How can we not look at that either? I don't understand.
Okay. And is there anything about either your background or your ties to the community or anything like that that would support my allowing you to be released on a signature bond?
I'm a nice guy. I'm good with everybody. Everybody likes me.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
And I'm not a bad guy.
All right. And I'm just taking a little bit closer look at the complaint.
And honestly, if that happened again, I don't know what to do unless you tell me what to do on that. But not supposed to turn to get to Kelly's Market over the bus thing? I mean, it's right there. That's why I say it should be thrown out. This is petty and a waste of the state's money and time. Mr. Taylor.
Okay, so, and the state's still supportive of a signature bond?
Yep.
The PSA does recommend a signature bond. It says he doesn't have any prior failures to appear in the last couple of years. So that's to his credit. Well, I'm going to order a signature bond. I go along with the joint request on that. Mr. Taylor, I think the state did you a solid on that. I'm not sure I would have set a signature bond in this case if the state hadn't asked for it. This is all of the stuff that happens during the stop is pretty concerning from a bail perspective and an appearance perspective. Whether you're right or wrong about the reasons you got stopped, that's not an issue that's in front of us here. If you got some kind of traffic ticket for that, you have the right to contest that, of course. In court is where you contest that stuff, not on the side of the road here. But I'll give it a shot. I hope it works. You know, you don't have a bad history of making court. They said you're a nice guy. I'll take you in, at your word on that. I'll order the signature bond. We're going to have a bond form for you to sign here next door. Okay? Do yourself a favor. If you want to be released, sign the bond form. Don't put rights reservations clauses on it or UCC codes or any of that kind of stuff. If you do, the jail's not going to release you. It doesn't make any sense. Don't do it. Just don't play that game. Good luck to you.
Yeah, this way, sir. Very good one. Next is Josario.
And that brings us to the end of this testimony, but don't mistake the calm tone of this hearing for a lack of importance. What the prosecution did here was actually quite deliberate. They started by establishing the witness's connection to the location. Judea Childs identified Haven at Water's Edge, Building 6, Unit 603, and then used the apartment map to walk the court through the exact layout, parking areas, the breezeway, surrounding fences, and neighboring properties. To the average viewer, that may feel repetitive. To a lawyer, it's foundation. Before you can ask a witness to identify what happened, you first have to establish that the witness genuinely knows the place, can recognize it, and can accurately identify what the jury is looking at. And notice how the prosecutor then moves from the map to photographs and video. Childs identifies the parking area, her own vehicle, the breezeway, and eventually the door to apartment 603, her former home. Then comes the important transition. The testimony moves from where she lived to what happened on April 19, 2023. She says she was expecting an Amazon package, received a delivery notification, and initially couldn't find it. Later, she returned and found the package. And then the video gives the testimony its strongest point. The prosecutor asks her to identify the woman entering apartment 603 through the open door. Her answer, "It's me." And she confirms that she was retrieving the package she had been waiting for. Now here's the part one think viewers should pay attention to. The defense had the opportunity to cross-examine this witness and chose not to ask any questions. That doesn't automatically prove anything. But strategically, it is certainly notable. This entire examination was about connecting the witness to a specific place, a specific date, specific physical evidence, and ultimately video evidence. No dramatic argument was necessary. The prosecutor let the evidence do the talking. And that's often what effective courtroom work looks like. Not shouting, not theatrics, but building one small fact on top of another until the bigger picture becomes impossible to ignore. The question now is simple. What does this evidence ultimately prove, and how will it fit into the prosecution's larger case? Because this witness may have stepped down, but the evidence she helped establish is still very much in play.